This is a video I've been looking forward to for a long time. Today marks the start of another amazing remix competition. This time there's 2 awesome songs to choose from, loads of prizes to be won as usual, and in this video I'm going to be going over all the important information and answering a bunch of frequently asked questions. So it starts today and the final submissions are on the 18th of July, but all of the information you need, so all the rules, guidelines, links to the STEM downloads are on my free Discord server that's linked below. We always use Discord because it's truly free, it's safe, it's where the community is, it's where my team is. We've done all of our previous contests there, but most importantly, it means that you're not just submitting your remix into the ether, into the void. When you share your remix there, other people can listen to it, give you feedback, give you encouragement, but also people can find your Spotify or your artist page from your Discord and then listen to your original music. So there's a lot more than just doing a remix and then just sort of posting it off into the void. For the prizes, we have 3 full studio bundles, and I'll be talking about those in just a moment. But firstly, the songs. So we have 2 awesome songs, Crash and GTA by Kennedy Wilde. So I mixed and mastered both of these songs, and there's a real nice contrast there. So one of them should suit your remix production style more. Crash is like a really full production. GTA is like a little bit more stripped back. It's really punchy, but it's also got these amazing vocal stacks and harmonies. So the first thing I would do is encourage you to stream and listen to both of those songs first, see which one inspires you. Of course, I've got links to everything in the description. Then you can download the stems and see which one really suits your production style more. You can try making a remix of both, but we just want you to submit one, whichever remix you think is the best. So thank you to Kennedy for letting us work with her vocals, and I'm genuinely excited to see what you come up with. The amount of creativity and the production level is absolutely outstanding. We always end up with some great remixes. But anyway, let's talk about the prizes, because that's always fun. Now, of course, the real winners are the people that take part. There's loads of feedback, you get loads of encouragement, and we do actually help a lot of artists grow through these competitions. But I want to thank our amazing sponsors who have provided all of these prizes for us. Now, I don't usually use scripts in my videos, but I simply have to, or I'm going to forget all of this stuff. So a huge thank you to Adam Audio, Novation, Focusrite, Beyerdynamic, Zynaptiq, and also I threw in a couple of prizes too. So the first place winner is going to be receiving a whole bundle for their studio, including a pair of Adam Audio A7V loudspeakers. These are incredible professional monitors. I've reviewed the A7X series and used them for many years. I remember describing them as a very immediate and detailed pair of speakers, so there's no chewiness or mushiness. To pair with that, you get a Focusrite 16i16 interface. This is a really great sort of central hub for your studio. It has so much I/O capability, but it's also just got some really beefy headphone outputs on it if you just want to use it just for your headphones and your monitors. They'll also be getting the Zynaptiq Zap V bundle, which is a huge bundle of plugins from Zynaptiq. They're really unique and powerful audio processing tools. So most of their plugins are the sort of tools that do one thing incredibly well. Like, they're very, very detailed and powerful plugins. And to be honest, they're a little bit slept on. I'm only just starting using them myself, and they are seriously powerful tools. The winner will also be getting a pair of Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro X headphones, the brand new ones that have just been released a couple of weeks ago. These are pretty much like audio magnifying glasses. That's how I like to describe them. They really reveal any problems in your mix, especially in the treble. Anything sort of jumps out right away. Taken a while to get through this, but the winner also gets a Novation Launch Key Mark IV, the 49 key version, or an FL Key 49 if you're an FL Studio user, and you'll also get the In The Mix Reviver plugin. The second and third place will be receiving the same bundle of prizes. You'll get the Adam Audio D3V studio monitors. I've only just got my hands on these. They don't look that impressive, but they seriously pack a punch. When I set these up, like I genuinely started laughing at them. They chuck out so much sound, yet they're so detailed. It's difficult to understand how they do what they do at their form factor. They've got these really cool passive radiators on them, just generally a really solid pair of studio monitors. And it made me laugh thinking about how I used to cart around a big pair of really rubbish studio monitors when I started with so many cables and power cords. The Adam D3Vs are an awesome set of studio monitors. They'll be paired with a Focusrite 2i2, the 4th generation, so everything on it's improved and been beefed up from the previous generations. Really solid desktop interfaces. Back to the notes now, or I'll forget half of this. They also get the Zynaptiq Create bundle, which again is a really cool selection of plugins from Zynaptiq. And they also receive the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro X, just like the first place winner. They both receive a Novation Launch Key 37 or the FL Key 37 if you want a controller that's specific for FL Studio. And finally, they both get a copy of my plugin in the Mix Reviver. I'm almost out of breath from reading the prize pool. That's over $8,500 worth of prizes. And now I'm going to talk about the judging criteria and a bunch of frequently asked questions, because these are things that come up in every single remix contest. And I'll put chapter markers so you can come back to this at any point in the future. Now, what I'm looking for specifically, and I wrote this out because I'm not looking for loudness. I don't care if it's been limited or mastered or anything like that. What I'm looking for is finding remixes that captivate me, are unforgettable, have brilliant production and arrangement, maybe make me want to groove and dance depending on the genre. You know, some genres are not going to do that. But most importantly, create some sort of emotional response or connection. Those sorts of songs that they just have that hook. They're just unforgettable. There's just something really cool about them. I really don't care about the genre. I don't really care about the mixing or the mastering, although I would prefer if stuff was at least mixed to like at least a demo quality or higher. Like do your best work on it, but don't worry about, you know, perfecting that EQ on the snare. There's always time to mix things later, especially if you're chosen as a winner. We can always polish some things up, but I'm much more interested in the song, in the remix, and how that makes me feel. Basically, we don't want you to just take these stems and mix the song or master it and just publish it the way it was. That's not the intention. We really want you to create a remix. And what we mean by that is that we want you to write, compose, create, layer sounds, to create a piece of music that, you know, fits the lyrics, that still tells the story of the song. But you can really go in any genre. You'll see from previous challenge winners, we literally don't care what genre you decide to choose or produce in. You can do a genre you're comfortable with, or just something completely new. You are welcome to sing, but the original vocals have to be used. What's most common with these remixes is that people will take the lead vocals and all the harmonies and backing vocals, and then they'll just create a new instrumental for it that's, you know, still in the same key, that still matches everything, but you can push and pull the tempo, you can change the genre, but we're not looking for you to just take the stems, EQ things a bit, and then publish it as a mix. We're really looking for you to remix this. It's free, it's highly trusted, and we have a huge amount of experience there. So my whole team is also there to assist with any problems that might arise. If you have issues submitting your remix, like, we're right there to give you help. I'm also right there, so you can communicate with me. It's a bit of a rare community because it's actually a free community. It's not one of these pay to join school nonsense communities. It's not like a monthly thing. It's truly a free community, okay? Can I use copyrighted material or AI samples? Absolutely not. I'm going to go to my notes here. You must have the rights to any of the samples you use. Of course, you can use AI to generate melodies and chords. I could never stop you or even know if that was the case. But the reason for this is quite simple, and I really want you to respect my decision here. I love these contests. I love the community, but I don't want to spend any of my time on Earth listening to dozens of AI-generated tracks. It's truly the last thing I want to do with my time. On Discord, there's a channel called Remix Submissions. Post your final remix here as a thread, or we'll turn it into a thread. You can put some text, you know, talk a little bit about your process, maybe what you used, what inspired you. We always like reading that stuff. You can submit it as a WAV file or MP3. I would just encourage you to use a 16-bit WAV file. Simple. But if it's over the submission limit, sometimes there's a file limit on Discord, just upload a really high quality MP3. It's really not going to make a difference. I'm going to be playing every song nice and loud out of my studio monitors and my headphones. I'm not going to be, you know, worried if it's encoded into a certain format. That's not what we're worried about at all. We do encourage you to post your remix on YouTube, on SoundCloud, share it on Instagram, but we don't want you to submit it to any other stores or any other publishing. Official Spotify or Apple Music releases for the winners will be at the sole discretion of the artist of Kennedy. There's a few reasons for this. Firstly, it's good practice. At the end of the day, you have to choose what is your favorite, what is the final version. That is something that's really good practice when you come to release your original music in the world. But secondly, I can't be judging 3, 4, 5 submissions from everybody. It would make the contest take possibly many months to judge. I love judging. It's a real honor to get to do it, but it is a lot of work. I don't mind listening to everyone's song in full, maybe even a couple of times, but I don't want to listen to 7 or 8 songs from everybody in full. That's just crazy, okay? Yes, of course collaboration is allowed, but it will count as your only entry, and you have to decide beforehand how you're going to split the prizes up when you win. The collaboration entry, that will count as your only remix entry. The reason for this is that you could game it, you could create like 10 accounts on Discord and collaborate with all of them. So to make sure that we don't allow any cheaters like that, I know that's going to be 1 in 10,000 people, but just to make sure that doesn't happen, the collaboration entry is your only entry. That's all the frequently asked questions I could think of for now, but at the end of the day, any questions, ask us on Discord, and I just ask you to respect any members of my team and myself when we are communicating with you on Discord. Every rule, every guideline, they're only there to try and make everything run smoothly and fairly. We don't care on putting any clamps or limits on creativity in general. These competitions usually run flawlessly in the past, so this is all kind of just preventative stuff. But look, I'm so excited that we've got this competition running. I'm really excited to announce the winners in a YouTube video as well. I think that's going to be a really fun event. But for now, listen to those songs, Crash and GTA. They're really cool songs. See which one inspires you. Take a little bit of time, download the stems, dig through them, and again, I'm just so excited to see what happens. I would say bye, but honestly, I'm going to be super active in Discord, so you can probably just head over there and just chat with me right away, to be honest. But yeah, as usual, bye for now. See you in the next one.